I had some pretty okay success as I was testing the chopper and trying out some loadouts, but then one thing happened was I got nuked twice in shoot house against this Riot TikTok guy who was using a full chopper loadout, which I copied and started testing as well. Now, if you want my opinion and haven't seen my videos about nuking, I believe that it is absolutely pointless and does not contribute anything to achieving victory. And I did get Riot TikTok guy in my team once and he did not play OBG and we lost. And it was just sad. And for instance, even from last night I have this little clip where an enemy dropped a nuke at the very last second and he did not play proper OBG and that's why his team lost. And I'm making another video about nuking being garbage, but I will upload it later once I get more clips, more gameplay to show. Coincidentally, I also have a video where I expressed my opinion that majority of TikTokers are just useless waste of goddamn space, because they are either stupid and they just lobotomized and think that getting a nuke is some clout, or they know that nuking does nothing and you just leave your teammates to 4v5, and they are just egocentric, selfish idiots and don't care if the teammates are gonna win or not, because they just chase some useless, worthless montage. But having said that, I do have to give credit to Riot Codem for making this loadout, the whole thing, because it is very easy, very smooth, very nice to use, and the loadouts are good as well. But well, I was unable to find a TikTok account which could be him. So well, if you know, or if he's for instance watching, well, good loadout, mate. Now we buffed Chopper, now it has better mobility, like lesser sprint to fire delay, ADS time, and it makes it a more valid choice for ranked, because you can be somewhat versatile, somewhat OBG, like you don't have to just camp some area like you would with MG42, which means that you are less reliant on what your teammates are doing, but it is still slow, so I would not suggest to use it if you see that your teammates aren't properly playing OBJ or anchoring spawns. Because even though you do have best chance with Chopper compared to other LMGs to do these things, but your mobility is still notably slow. But you have a huge mag, disabled pack at full use. Like LMGs, any body part slows enemies down when you're shooting them, and it is a very nice weapon. Good fire rate, good damage, decent mid-range, and so after the buff it is certainly worth having a loadout. Although I would say that it is most likely better in Domination, where you can just cap the points. Next match I will show is in Domination with my loadout. And I got 28 kills and 22 captures, I think. Well, you will be able to see soon. As for hardpoint, well, the rotations of the hardpoint do make a slow weapon not ideal, so the mobility buffs are very nice for the weapon. But at the same time, I would not say that it is good in like every hardpoint match in small to medium range maps. But in Domination you can certainly try it out, it should not disappoint you. And this loadout also, as you were able to see, it has the gunhole pack, so I can hip fire and reload while sprinting. It does make me a bit more mobile. For this reason, like I said, the Riot TikTok loadout is very clutch, and well, in my loadout I have the cold-blooded pack, and it is slower, so it is just better for Domination OBG playstyle. And well, now I will just let you watch some of the remaining gameplay, and then we go to the Domination. And here I got the medal for captures, but also only 20 seconds of OBG, but it is mostly because if I saw the teammates were inside of OBG, I just spent my time near it, or I tried to anchor spawns, or I saw that the OBG is like contested or taken by the enemies, and after clearing it I would just push out. Because with a slow chopper I wanted to be more mobile, because it takes more time for me to reach other locations. And in domination I was pretty much just focused on being on V points and like on B or near B. And this loadout is actually slower. It has the cold-blooded peg hybrid with the hardwired, I believe the other green perk is called. I did not use it until this duo green perk option became available. But it is really nice because it negates the EMP or counter UAV effects, like they do nothing for you when you have a duo perk. But at the same time this loadout is slower, and I think that I would really fancy the Riot TikTok recommendation, or rather the loadout that he's using, because the gunhole pack is just super smooth with the chopper. You can hip fire during sprint, you can reload, you can even do that while sliding. It is like while sliding and sprinting. So I do again have to highlight that I'm giving him credit. Although I'm sad that I did not save those matches where I got nuked, like I just deleted screenshots later, because roughly every night or like every other night after gaming I just sit down and delete the screenshots I do not intend to use, put others into dedicated folders like for some videos, just so I would know how much footage I have for a particular topic, and because I don't want to overcrowd the phone space, you know. But I'm thinking that most likely the results would show that he did not get many captures and his teammates were fighting for the captures, which is just typical nuking behavior. Like in that short clip I showed where some TikToker dropped a nuke when there was 147 blues on my side. Like at that point just take the nuke and stick it up your bum, I don't know. But yeah, so chopper after the buff is good in domination. In hardpoint you can use it, although it is not as good, but the buff is really nice, and I'm sure that you are seeing a lot of choppers nowadays in ranked lobbies. Well, usually I see, I think, at least one, like if not every match, then like every third or every other match, at least one player is spamming it. And that is simply because the gun after the buff is a very valid choice in the current meta.